Welcome children. Today my topic is dipole field. So two equal and opposite charges separating by a short distance is called as dipole, and this dipole field means electric field due to a dipole. So electric field due to a dipole is called as dipole field, and this O is the center of the dipole. And today we are going to study about electric field at a point on the axial line of the dipole as well as on the equatorial line of the dipole. So axial line means, suppose I am drawing the axis of the dipole. So this is the axial line, and if you consider a point P here along the axis of the dipole, this is called as axial point. And if you consider a point here perpendicular to the dipole, somewhere here I am taking a point perpendicular to the dipole, that is called as the equatorial point. And we have to find the electric field at a point on the axial line as well as on the equatorial line. So first of all, we have to find the electric field at a point on the axial line of the dipole. So consider an electric dipole consisting of two equal and opposite charges plus q and minus q separating by a short distance 2a, and this O is taken as the center of the dipole, and we consider one point P along the axial line of the dipole. So we are considering the point on the axis of the dipole, and this point P is at a distance of r from the center of the dipole. So we consider a point P on the axis of the dipole at a distance of r from the center of the dipole. And what we have to find is, we have to find the net electric field acting at this point P due to this electric dipole. Okay, so electric dipole means it is having how many charges? Two charges are there. So first of all, we have to find the electric field at this point P due to minus q charge, and similarly we have to find electric field at this point P due to plus q charge. Then we have to find the net electric field. Okay, so first we are going to find out the electric field at this point P due to minus q charge. E minus q. Okay, that is equivalent to, you know the formula for electric field, E equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square. Okay, charge divided by distance square. So here also I am writing the formula as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. So what is the magnitude of charge here? Q. So only we are taking magnitude q divided by distance of this charge, minus q charge, from point P. So we know this much distance is r, and this half distance can be taken as how much here? A. Because this total distance is 2a, this half can be taken as a. So this total distance now becomes r plus a. So distance square means r plus a the whole square, and it is acting in which direction? So see here, this is a minus q charge. So whenever minus q charge comes means electric field is acting towards the minus q charge. That means at this point P, the electric field due to minus q charge is acting towards left. That means in this direction. So E minus q is acting towards left. That means towards left direction. Since it is a negative charge, this field will be acting towards negative charge. Okay. Similarly, so now I am not taking vector here. Simply we are taking magnitude. Similarly, electric field at this point P due to which charge? Plus q charge. E plus q equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. And here also what is the magnitude? Q divided by distance of this point P from plus q charge. So we know this much distance is r minus what is this distance? Again a. So this much distance is taken as a. So we can take it as r minus a the whole square. So r minus a the whole square, and this act towards which direction? So since it is a positive charge, so whenever positive charge comes means, what is the direction of electric field? It is acting in outward direction. That means at this point P, electric field due to plus q charge is acting in outward direction. So it is acting in outward direction. That means both electric field due to plus q and minus q are acting in opposite direction. Okay, that means towards right. So we found out electric field at this point P due to minus q charge as well as due to plus q charge. So next step we have to find the net electric field acting at this point P. Okay. So net electric field acting at this point P, how will you find? we have to add both the electric fields. So net electric field along the axial line, E axial, is equal to which one? E minus Q, pre plus Q, plus which one? E minus Q. So we know that the magnitude of E plus Q will be greater than which one? E minus Q. So first of all I am writing E plus Q and next E minus Q. But I told you both these electric fields are acting in opposite direction. So how will you find net electric field? You have to take the difference of both the electric fields. Okay. Since the direction is different, I am putting instead of plus, I am putting here minus. So we can write this. What is E plus Q? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R minus A the whole square, plus, since the direction minus Q is opposite, we have to put here minus. So plus into minus become minus here. Minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R plus A the whole square. So why I am putting E plus Q first means the magnitude of E plus Q will be greater than E minus Q. So I am taking difference from E plus Q to E minus Q. Now the common terms I am taking outside. So Q is common, 4 pi epsilon 0 is common. So Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into remaining 1 by R minus A the whole square minus 1 by R plus A the whole square. Now taking LCM. So equals Q by 4 pi epsilon 0. Taking LCM here, R plus R minus A the whole square into R plus A the whole square. LCM. So this one dividing by R minus A the whole square will be getting R plus A the whole square. So this R plus A the whole square I can write here. R plus A the whole square minus here I will be getting R minus A the whole square. Simply taking LCM. That is equivalent to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into, so this is R plus A into R minus A. What is R plus A into R minus A? Simply we can write as R square minus A square. So we can write this quantity as R square minus A square the whole square. Because the same thing we can write as R minus A the whole square into R plus A the whole square means R minus A into R plus A the whole square. Clear? That means what is R minus A into R plus A? R square minus A square. The whole square. So that means we can write here as R square minus A square the whole square. That is a denominator. And numerator we have to expand R plus A the whole square. A plus B the whole square. The same form I am expanding. So R square plus 2AR plus A square. Again minus R square. Here second term is minus 2AR. But this minus and this minus become plus. So plus 2AR. The last term is plus A square. But here minus comes as minus A square. Minus A square. Okay. Now these equal terms we can cancel. Plus R square minus R square plus A square minus A square. Remaining what we are having. So net electric field along the axial point E axial equals Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2AR plus 2AR is 4AR. 4AR divided by R square minus A square the whole square. But we know what is 2A into Q. So we have the dipole. So dipole means two equal and opposite charges separating by a short distance 2A, and dipole moment we already studied. Dipole moment P equals, how will you find? So one of the charge into distance between the charges, that is Q into 2A. So instead of Q into 2A, what we can write now? Dipole moment. So here also E axial equals here 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into this Q I am taking here, Q into 1 2A I am writing here. So Q into 2A, and remaining one more 2 is there. That 2 I am writing separately. 2 into R divided by r square minus a square the whole square. Okay, that is equivalent to this q into 2a can be written as which one here? P, dipole moment. So you can write as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. This 2 I am writing first, and instead of 2a into q I am writing p. Remaining 1 r is here divided by r square minus a square the whole square. So this is the electric field along the axial line of the dipole. And suppose if you consider a very small dipole, for a short dipole, we can consider this distance is very small. So we can take this a square, we can neglect. This a square is very, very less than which one? R square. So we are neglecting which term? Neglecting a square. Since this distance a is very, very small compared to this distance r, so we are neglecting which term here? A square we are neglecting. So remaining what we can write now? E axial equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2pr divided by this term I am cancelling, remaining r square the whole square becomes r raised to 4. So I am cancelling 1 r here, so you will be getting 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. This 1 r will be cancelling, so 2p divided by r cube. So I am getting the formula as electric field along the axial line is given as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2p by r cube. Now what is the direction of this net electric field? So we have the net electric field E axial. The final formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2p by r cube. Now we have to know what is the direction of this net electric field. So I told you this is the dipole minus q plus q, and we are considering the point P here, and this electric field due to minus q is acting in this direction, E minus q, and electric field due to plus q is acting in this direction, E plus q. And what is the direction of dipole moment? The direction of dipole moment is always from negative charge to positive charge. Okay, from negative to positive in this direction. So vector P, direction of dipole moment is always from negative charge to which one? Positive charge. And here, which one is more? We know E plus Q or E minus Q. E plus Q is more. That means net electric field may be in which direction? Towards right direction. That means this net electric field is acting in the direction of which one? Dipole moment. The net electric field along the axial line will be acting in the direction of which one? Dipole moment. Okay. So net electric field is acting net electric field on the axial line is acting in the direction of dipole moment. In the direction of dipole moment. Because what is the direction of dipole moment? It is acting from minus q to plus q. That means towards right. And this plus q charge is also acting in which direction only? Right direction. This E plus q is more compared to which one? E minus q. Anyway, so net field is acting along which direction only? Towards right. That means in the direction of which one? Dipole moment. So this is the net electric field acting in the axial, on the axial line of the dipole. Okay. Similarly, we have to find which one? Electric field due to equatorial line of the dipole. Next is electric field at a point on the equatorial line of the dipole. So consider a dipole AB having magnitudes minus q charge and plus q charge separating by a short distance 2a, and O is the center of the dipole, and we consider one point P at a distance r from the center of the dipole. And this P is an equatorial point because it is perpendicular to the dipole, and this point P is at a distance of r from the center of the dipole. And this much distance is taken as A because it is half of the distance of 2A, and this much also is taken as how much? A. Okay. And we are considering a point P at a distance r from the center of the dipole, and we have to find the electric field at this point P due to this whole dipole. So for that, first of all we have to find electric field at this point P due to minus q charge as well as electric field at this point P due to which one? Plus Q charge. Then we have to find the net electric field acting at this point P. Okay, and we know this much distance is A. And what about this much distance? R. Then how will you find this distance? By applying Pythagoras theorem. So what is this distance? Root of R square plus A square. That means root of altitude square plus base square. Similarly, what about this distance? Is also same only. Root of R square plus A square. Root of altitude square plus base square. And first of all, we are going to find the electric field at this point P due to which charge? Minus Q charge. Okay. And this point P is at a distance of how much? Root of R square plus A square from which charge? From minus Q charge. So we have to find electric field at this point P due to which one? Minus Q charge. So what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 charge by distance square. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 magnitude of charge Q divided by distance square. That means this root will go. Okay. So R square plus A square. That means the distance of this point P from minus Q charge. That whole square. That means this root square means this root will go. Okay. It is acting along which direction? So since it is a negative charge, it is acting inward. That means it is acting in this direction. PA. It is acting along PA. So E minus Q is acting along PA towards the negative charge. Similarly, we are finding electric field at point P due to which one? Plus Q charge. Formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by same distance only. Distance square means R square plus A square. It is acting along which direction? So positive charge means it is acting outward direction. Electric field is acting out of this positive charge. That means it is acting like this. It is acting outward. E plus Q. It is acting along BP. Along BP. So we got the direction of E minus Q and E plus Q. E minus Q is acting towards a negative charge and E plus Q is acting out of this positive charge. Now how will you find the net electric field acting here? So we know that here two vectors are connected tail to tail. This is the tail of this vector and this also tail of this vector. So both the tails are connected together. That means here we can apply which law? Parallelogram law of vector addition. So for that I am completing a parallelogram here. Okay. Parallelogram. Okay. And this side is E minus Q and this side is E plus Q. Then if you are drawing a diagonal here, this diagonal will give the resultant of these two vectors. So this diagonal of this parallelogram will give the resultant of E plus Q and E minus Q. That means E equatorial. E equatorial will be acting in which direction? Along the diagonal. That means opposite to the direction of which one? Dipole moment. So here minus Q to plus Q only direction of which one? Dipole moment. So dipole moment is acting from minus Q to plus Q and this net electric field is acting in which direction? Opposite to the direction of which one? Dipole moment. Acting along the diagonal. So here we are applying parallelogram law of vector addition and two sides of the parallelogram represents two vectors E plus Q and E minus Q. Then the diagonal of the parallelogram will give which one? Direction of electric field. Clear? Now, if you want to find the magnitude of electric field, this part I am drawing once again here. So this is E plus Q. E plus Q is acting like this and E minus Q is acting like this. E minus Q, okay, and this E plus Q and this E minus Q are in a plane. So we can, these two are two vectors only and these two vectors are in a plane and we can resolve these vectors into two components, okay. One is a vertical component and another one is a horizontal component. And here this angle is taken as theta. That means this angle also theta. And this angle also theta. That means both this E plus Q and this E minus Q will make same angle theta with the horizontal. Clear? Both the vectors E plus Q and this E minus Q will be making the same angle theta with the horizontal. Okay. So now I told you this E plus Q and this E minus Q are in a plane, and we can resolve these two vectors into two components. So first I am resolving E plus Q. Vector E plus Q we can resolve into how many components? Two. One is horizontal, other one is vertical. So first I am drawing a horizontal component. And this angle is given here as how much? Theta. And this angle also how much? Theta. So this is the horizontal component, and similarly I am drawing which one? Vertical component. So this is E plus Q and its horizontal component I have drawn here, and I am drawing the vertical component here. So this is the vertical component of E plus Q. Vertical component. Similarly, what I am doing? Vector E minus Q we can resolve into two components. One is the horizontal component, other one is the vertical component. So this is the vertical component, and this horizontal component is acting in the same line itself. And the component near to this angle theta can be taken as cos component. That means this horizontal component can be taken as E plus Q cos theta. So this the horizontal component of E plus Q I am taking here as E plus Q cos theta, because this component is near to the angle. And the next other one, the vertical component is taken as E plus Q sin theta. So this one I am taking as E plus Q sin theta. Similarly, for E minus Q, the component near to the angle is taken as which one? E minus Q cos theta. There is this component is taken as E minus Q cos theta. And this vertical component is taken as which one? E minus Q sin theta. So we can resolve both these vectors into two components. So one is horizontal, other one is vertical. So horizontal component means it is a cos component, and vertical means sin component. And here the sin components are in opposite direction. So they are equal in magnitude and acting in opposite direction. They will cancel each other. So E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta will be cancelling each other because they will be acting in opposite direction and they are having same magnitude. Then what about E plus Q cos components? E plus Q cos theta as well as E minus Q cos theta are acting along the same direction. That means they will be adding each other. Okay. So what is the direction of E equatorial? I told you in the same direction of which one itself? E plus Q cos component as well as E minus Q cos component. So what we have to do is, in order to find the net electric field at this point P, we have to add which one? E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta. Clear? So now, so net electric field in equatorial line, that means we have to add which one? E plus Q cos theta and which one? E minus Q cos theta. Minus Q cos theta. But here in the diagram, this point O, this distance is R, A, this also A, and this angle I am taking as theta, and this one is A square plus R square root of this also A square plus R square, root of A square plus R square. So how will you find net electric field here? E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta. But we know that E plus Q and E minus Q are equal in magnitude. Okay. So how will you write this one? So both are same. So instead of E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta, I am writing here as 2E plus Q cos theta. Because both electric fields magnitude are same. Okay, so this one and this one are same only. So I am writing as 2 times E plus Q cos theta, or we can write 2 times E minus Q cos theta. Both are same only. That is equivalent to 2 into, so what is E plus Q? Already we found out. Electric field at the point P due to plus Q charge. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R square plus A square. So already we found out this one. Then again we have to put here cos theta. Okay. And this cos theta we have to find out from this diagram. So from figure, what is cos theta? Cos theta equals adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Okay, that means what is adjacent side here? A divided by what is hypotenuse? A square plus R square. Root means raised to 1 by 2. A square plus R square raised to 1 by 2. I am substituting this value in this formula. So what I will get now? So net electric field along equatorial line, E equatorial equals 2 into 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R square plus A square into what is cos theta? A divided by R square plus A square the whole raised to 1 by 2. That is equivalent to here 2Q into A, that means dipole moment. Here 2A into Q, charge into distance. Q into 2A will give which quantity? P, dipole moment. So we can write here as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Instead of 2A into Q, we can write as which one? P divided by, so here R square plus A square into R square plus A square the whole raised to 1 by 2. That means R square plus A square the whole raised to 1 by 2 plus 1. So what is 1 by 2 plus 1? It becomes 3 by 2. So R square plus A square the whole raised to 3 by 2. So I can write here as R square plus A square the whole raised to 3 by 2. Okay. Now if we consider a very short dipole, if the dipole is very short, for short dipole, what we can write now? This A is very small. That means A square is very less than R square. So A square can be neglected. A square is neglected. So what will happen here? So E equatorial can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P divided by this A square will go, remaining R square the whole raised to 3 by 2. That means 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P divided by R square the whole raised to 3 by 2 means this 2 cancel, remaining P by R cube. So this is the formula for which one? Electric field due to the equatorial, at an equatorial point, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P by R cube. But what about axial? What is the formula? E axial equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2P by R cube. For equatorial we got simply 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P by R cube. For axial we got 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2P by R cube. That means we can write as E axial equals 2 times which one? E equatorial. Because E equatorial is only 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2P by R cube. So if you are multiplying 2, here we will be getting which one? E axial. This E axial equals 2 times which one? E equatorial. That means electric field is more at which point? On the axial point compared to which one? Equatorial. Okay. So remaining the next video.